Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. What's happening? Made in the 1980s live. We don't usually do this. Matter of fact, y'all are gonna get like the official episode 1 like tomorrow. But since we got a lot of evergreen content that's been in the tuck and about to go live for y'all the next following Fridays, I couldn't let this one go. This is, I mean, it's probably not as hot of a topic as it was maybe like a year ago, but before we get into all that, hey, listen, man, my name is Camp from the Port. You know what I'm saying? I am your host of Made in the 1980s. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. And you know what? Riding shotgun with me, we can officially say since day one. He started off as just a guest, but man, this is my guy, though. This is the person that actually makes what we doing here a little more special. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm trying to do what I can, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to do what I can.
Hey, and for everybody that's not aware, would you like me to introduce you, or you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, it's your boy Wang Dang, aka Mr. If I'm not wrong, I'm right.
Hey, there it is. And that's what needs to be said, really. I mean, in all honesty, if you're not wrong, you're right, and that's a beautiful thing. Hey, listen, I'm gonna test your right or wrongness tonight. Tonight, I'm gonna test it. Now, one of the running themes that has been going on with you specifically, not only on, this show, our show, but another show that you're a co-host on called A Thick Skin. You know what I'm saying?
Thick Skin Podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Freeport people. Jay, gotta holler at you, man.
Hey, shout out to everybody on Thick Skin Podcast, man. Shay, Zay, John Rich, Jason, Jerome, Key. Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah, Jay Holler, what's happening? But what I was getting to before I got sidetracked a little bit was that new music is really not your thing, specifically like new rap, new hip hop music, this whole new wave. This is really not your thing. You're not really up to date. I won't say not savvy, you're just not up to date on a lot of the new music that comes out and that drops. Is that correct?
This is very much so correct.
Okay. And oh no, go ahead, please.
On so many levels have I been let down by this new it's some bullshit.
Okay.
It's some bullshit. Let's just cut to the chase. I have not been impressed. I have not been impressed by any of these rappers that you guys have come to love over the last 15 years.
Really? Okay. All right. You know what? This is great because now, and I'm not going to be contrarian or for or against on purpose, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a live first listen for Wang Dang. Just a reiteration for me. I'm going to send you a link to this video. And, oh, wait, you know what? I'll probably have to play it myself. Never mind. You know what? That's right. I forgot. But, everybody, as you pile in here, I know that this was a brand new thing. Y'all didn't expect to hear from us live, so I totally get it. I can't wait for y'all to see this when you see it, though. So, Wang, today, man, we're gonna check out a song that I think is hilarious. All right. And not only do I think it's hilarious, I can't wait to see your natural reaction to this song. And the song is called Sukihana. The song is by Sukihana, no young lady.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Okay, so you do know who this is, then.
Unfortunately, yes.
Excellent. Hey, and the new joint It's called Selling Coochie. Let's not wait anymore. Let's get right to this. Sukihana selling, and what she's selling is coochie. Uh-oh. Got your boy OJ on this one.
Okay, for the juice, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going with the juice, man.
Absolutely. Hey.
Okay, I'm selling coochie. 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 I'm selling coochie.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
The man said he wanted to go to Coochie World. So I introduced him to the Coochie Girl. I got that type of coochie that will make them toe curl. I'm finna bust it open, make this coochie swirl.
Okay, hold on. I feel it. I feel it. Pause. Hey.
Bitch, I'm selling pussy. That's the reason why I leave.
Oh, wow.
Put this pussy on him, make him sing like he a Leo.
Oh, man.
Hell no, baby, ain't no breathing. Paying for this pussy, so I do not have to tease
Okay.
it. Walking in the club, stretch
Nah, but I
marks on
see
my
Wang
hair.
pondering here.
Nails done. Bitch, you know I've been the one.
All right.
I'm selling coochie.
Okay.
I'm selling coochie.
Okay.
All right.
I think it's only fair.
Hook, verse, and hook.
I think it's only fair that I at least give it one verse.
Okay.
At least one verse.
At least.
That's only fair.
Right.
Now,
For sure.
now. Kenny been my man for some years.
For sure.
Many moons.
Absolutely.
I can even say, I love you, brother.
Hey, likewise, man.
But if you was to play that in the car while we was on a long trip, you better hope it's on a CD and not off your phone, because I'm frisbeeing your shit out the window. Go. Hey, look.
Now, I'm just gonna let the hook play. Are you sure? You're not messing with this. Okay. Damn. You see, I'm selling coochie. You don't mess with that. Not at all. Not even a little bit.
The best part of the song is Juice Man's ad libs.
You got me there. The best part is Juice Man's ad libs. But
Juice Man's ad libs.
I will say it takes the track to a different place. Have you heard the second verse though?
I had never heard the first verse until now.
Okay, so for everybody that's just coming in, look, we reviewing Sukihana selling coochie. Wang has already got through the first verse. He already said that he was gonna frisbee it just off of what he heard so far. If we was riding in the whip and it came on, hey, listen, we only got 58 seconds left. All right, 58 seconds left. She got in and got out.
58 seconds. Intro, hook, verse, hook. This song like what? A minute 20 seconds? Like two minutes?
Yep, it's 2:20. 2:20. That's the joint. Hey, here we go.
Trash.
Whoa, murky. You wanna cat murk?
You know that Sukihana got that chokey chain. You bitches out here fucking niggas with the fake rolls. You think you slick? I know you fucked them for her 30. I'm real sick.
For drugs. They ain't getting no money.
This coach costing got a lot. Bitch, I selling pussy. P-U-S-S-Y pussy. These bitches keep
So aggressive.
Yeah.
You need to wash your booty.
Oh.
I'm selling coochie.
Damn. Hey, okay. Oh man.
Oh man. Okay.
Juice Man. Suki,
shout out Juice Man.
Yeah, shout out Juice.
Shout out to Juice Man.
I will admit he did enhance the track for me. It's the bounce feels different when the hey.
Yeah. Shout out Juice Man, but that's about fuck, man. Hey, whoever, I feel sorry for the child that idolizes her because what are you doing? What are you doing, Suki? This bitch talking about some dookie and wash your cook. What the fuck are you doing, Suki? Who's buying this? Okay, for real, serious question though. Serious question. Who's buying this shit? Who's buying this shit?
Buying it, I don't necessarily know for sure, but what I can say though is that there is a market for this. There is a market for this, and we're in a territory now where, like, you know, young people, like, because I think she's only in her 20s, so perhaps just her demo or where she's from. I don't really know exactly where she's from, and I'm not just gonna guess or assume Atlanta or Miami. I'm not gonna do that, but what I will say though is that I don't know if she's really moving a lot of physical copies of the music, but the streams and the videos, they do go up. They do go up.
Like who's requesting this shit in the club?
Now look. Now here's where I throw you. Here's where I throw you. I think the perfect place to hear this is in the club.
The strip club.
Yeah, that one too.
The strip club.
That one too. So
like
the calling card.
Like I get it. The whole MO to be as ratchet as you can be. Like that's the gimmick.
Okay.
But who really? Fuck, dude.
All right, you know what? Listen,
this shit got me baffled. That people actually said, "Hey, play that new Suki."
I'm selling coochie. Hey,
you grew up without a father. Your father was not in your life if you grew up. If you
well, look. Here's kind of where I might prove you right? I'm not gonna cap to you, Wayne. I can't shit on this song. I can't.
Oh, come on, bro.
I'm not saying this.
I need an explanation.
I'm not saying this is hard. I'm not saying this dope. I'm not saying this one of the top joints. I'm not saying that because Cardi got the anthem of the year so far. When it dropped, I think it's dropped at midnight. It's called Enough. Cardi B got the one for the year so far. And there's been some good music that's come out this year, but Cardi got the one so far for this year. And if you haven't heard it, you'll hear it pretty soon. But man, hey, look, man, there is something so authentic about this. There is something that is so funny and so crazy that it's effing working. It's working. I can't lie. Kind of mess with the joint. I kind of mess with the Sukihana selling coaching joint. I kind of mess with it.
I can't call it authentic.
Now, okay,
because
let's talk.
I can't call it authentic because Little Kim and Foxy gave us the same shit, just a lot classier. How can you be a classier whore? You know?
Well, listen, hey.
Like Foxy and Kim, they did it, and it wasn't. We knew in some songs, especially with Kim, was saying the exact same shit, but the shit was barred up.
Hey, but that's because Christopher Wallace was helping out. This coming from Suki, she like, hey, no, this is how I feel. Hey, listen. Now look, I'm selling coochie repeatedly over OJ the Juice Man ad libs is like it's raunchy. But you know, as a person that owns Lil Kim's hardcore album, right? rap nerd things, right? From a person that owns that album, the original Not Tonight, not the ladies' night with all the girls and the positivity in that. Nah, not that one. The one that says, I don't want dick tonight.
Tonight.
Eat my pussy right. That's the version I got.
That one.
And so are we gonna really blur the line like that? Like, I mean, not the original Not Tonight versus Sukihana selling coochie. Is it really more classy whorish though, Wang? Is it?
Maybe not classy whore.
Okay.
Maybe it's the fact that Suki raps like, okay, true. Christopher Wallace helped Kim write a lot of her bars. We know that. She's admitted that. Okay. Dr. Seuss helped Suki write that shit.
hey, but listen. The greatest rhymer of all time was Dr. Seuss until Marshall Mathers dropped the Eminem show. I've said it. I said it until I was like, I've never heard words rhyme like this. And then the Eminem show came out. And then when Eminem was like, everybody halts and stops and calls the cops. All you see is bitches coming up. They halt the tops, running and ducking out the Hot Rock parking lot. You walk a shot, whether it's your fault or not, because I'm a soldier. I was like, oh, wait. I was like, whoa, that was the simplest, most complex rhyme I've ever heard in my life. I was like, that was amazing. I haven't felt like this since Horton Hears a Who. This is crazy. So you, I ain't gonna say you wrong. But Dr. Seuss is one of the greats.
Dr. Seuss was top tier.
For sure.
But oh, dude, it's so much that I could say.
Hey, well, look, and here is your platform and the medium to say it. This is the first time we've gone live. You know what I'm saying? People hopping in and out. They want to hear from you. Because hey, look, I can't front. This is where I'm at with it. I get it. Sukihana is not going to be like, she's not the flag bearer for new hip hop, right? I get that. But man, there's so many reasons of eras that we respect more than this one, you specifically. There's so many songs in this same vein that I absolutely love that I can't shit on this record. I can't. It would be super hypocritical to me to say I don't mess with Sukihana selling coochie when my favorite rap love song is "Put It in Your Mouth" by Akanema. I can't do that. Like, that's not gonna work.
Not your favorite rap love song, bro.
Hey, absolutely. Hey. And Akanema said himself, he said, look, when I was first coming out, I wanted to write a love song. This is my love song. This is a love ballad. Put it in your mouth. I was like, hey, I feel you. Like, yeah, this is a ballad. I love this. That is a great song.
But okay, this is my issue. I was not born in the pioneer age of rap. I was 10 years short.
Okay.
So I'll say I was 20 years short because when you're 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't know what the fuck you're listening to.
For sure.
Hip hop has made a major decline on talent.
Okay, that's fair.
Major decline on talent. It's not even about being talented no more.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to be the best rapper.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Not many people care about being the best rapper at all.
Yeah. Like a lot of these guys, they don't want to be the best rapper. They just want to get paid off of rap.
Mm-hmm.
But I said you had the one little weird ass boy, and in the song the boy said Gucci Gang 1,000 times and sold millions of copies. Right?
Lil Pump.
There you go.
Which I think those numbers were doctored too, by the way. But go ahead.
But it's like, but it was the fact that people actually really were gravitating to that shit. This is what hip hop has become.
I won't. No, I won't, because and here's the thing. I think that, you know what it really is, Wang. I'm now that you said that, I know exactly what your deal is with the new era. I know what it is now. Your real issue, it ain't even really the music or the talent level. Well, maybe it is the talent level. I'll put that in your top 3.
Okay.
But what you really don't rock with is the groupthink that comes with it. Somewhere along the line, I'm going to say around 2012 to 2013, we got into the can't hate on that era. And the can't hate on that era was anything that people did to get themselves attention or to get themselves a few dollars. If it didn't look like they were hurting anybody, if they weren't harming you, or if they did it and you didn't like it because you couldn't or wouldn't do it, you were hating. And then it was like, oh man, he ain't got much. He ignorant, he illiterate, he can't read. So, if he get a hit single, you can't hate on that. Who said I'm hating? What if I just don't like something? Like
you're right though. You can't just not like something anymore.
Yeah.
You have there has to be it just it. That's it. You can't just say, no, I don't like I had my little sister jumped down my throat one day. I was like, Chick-fil-A was mid. What? Damn, baby, I don't gotta like Chick-fil-A.
Right, I don't have to.
I don't have to like Chick-fil-A. And that's okay for you to like it. I don't have to.
Yeah.
I think the shit is extra regular. It's nothing special for me.
Right.
That shit extra regular as hell.
Right.
But you can love it.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, see, and I think, so when you speak about, like, again, the Lil Pump or the Gucci Gang record, and you speak about just even people like Trinidad James or just anybody over the last, like, decade, because that brings us at least to 10 to 12 years, 2014 and beyond. Anybody that happened to sneak a quick record in, it was man, I don't mess with it because I look like a hater. So, man, no, shit decent. Like it's cool. It's like everybody got so conditioned to not like something because then it went from you can't hate on that to, oh nigga, you old. And it's like, bro, so I'm hating or I'm old because I don't like something. Not just like you ain't never disrespected Lil Pump Mama. You ain't say if I see him in the street, this is up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to get the Wi-Fi cut off and nothing like that. You say, hey, look, I don't like you. like
none of that.
You can simply just not like the music, and then all of a sudden people feel a different way about you, like you're hating or you're an old head. And I think that's the real thing that's going on here.
Okay, I see that. But one thing about me, I didn't give a fuck about how you felt about how I felt.
Yeah.
If I said that shit was trash, I meant that shit. No man, but fuck that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a wide spread of music that I just could not fuck with. I couldn't fuck with the Migos. The only thing I want to listen for the Migos, I just want to hear the nigga scream, "Mama!" That's all I want to hear. I found that shit was hilarious to me.
Okay.
When we talked about on Thick Skin Podcast, I'm not listening to Kodak Black. And don't get me wrong, I've heard Kodak get off on some features.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like I know Kodak can actually rap.
Yeah, no, for sure.
but I'm not going to play a Kodak album. If just so happen I hear Kodak on something, cool. But I'm not going to play a Kodak album. I give you one that I get so much hate for. I don't like Future.
Oh yeah, hey.
I don't like Future. I don't like Drake.
Oh, you don't like Drake? Wow.
I don't like Drake.
To that. I'm actually more shocked at that than any of the other ones. Like, because the thing is, I went through a period where I didn't like all of them either. But I will say, once I understood what Migos was saying, then it changed for me. See, my thing with Migos is I didn't like their music, and I saw them live, and they were not the best performers, so that made it even worse. But eventually, like, once I realized they were like, I thought they were saying "in it still" the whole time. Like, I'm in it still, in it still, in it still. And then I realized they were saying Emmett Smith, and I was like, oh, that's why you touched down on the pussy nigga, because you Emmett Smith. Oh, that was like, genius. I'll just read this. And I was like, listen, I know they said that. Same with you on Kodak. He on a few joints I like, but I've never sat and like really listened to a Kodak joint. Future, I understand as well. I make fun of a lot of Future records. Again, we have really great conversations on edibles and shrooms here at this house about I'll never forget. Oh man, I was on cloud 99 when March Madness came on, and I literally laughed myself into a seizure. That's how funny the lyrics sounded when I was up here, and I was like, "Yo, you like this shit?" but
okay, I'm gonna give you something fucked up about myself. That's kind of contradicting to the whole conversation.
But it is.
Okay, so Future's March Madness,
okay,
is the only song that I like by Future.
I understand that though,
but for all the wrong reasons. I didn't know. I couldn't make out a fucking word of what Future was saying on that song. But the way he rode that beat, pause, was crazy.
Yeah. No, listen.
I can. I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah,
but the way he rode the beat.
Listen.
Hats off.
His flow was impeccable. But I was saying the super wrong words. Everybody was like, "What did you sing?" I was like, "That's the Future joint, ain't it? Nigga with a xylophone, and I got a xylophone." I'm like, "Ain't that what he's saying?" And they was like, "Nigga, no, that's not what he." I was like, "Oh," okay. Like, well, the only words I make out is we both like it's March Madness. All these cops shoot niggas tragic. I was like, and how did he even get there? How did he get there from that?
Okay, so now with this conversation, we're actually breaking some ground.
Okay.
Because how am I supposed to like some shit I don't fucking understand?
Great question. My answer.
If I can't understand your lyrics, how can I say you're a good rapper? I don't even know what the fuck you said.
That's true. Hey, listen.
Like that whole mumble rap thing that happened, that's what really did it for me.
Okay.
That's what really made me throw my hands up and say, fuck all this shit.
Okay. Now, I'm with you. Because I felt the same way. And I feel the same way about a lot of reggae music. So people be like, "You don't like reggae music?" I was like, I don't get what they're saying. I don't hear it. But when I was young, and I'm sure when you were young too, we gave somebody one hell of a pass, maybe two people, depending on how your sonics and your ears pick up things. The person we might have given the pass to was Twista, because I just couldn't say it that fast. I was computing words, but it didn't. Like, whoa, wait, what did he say? But the number one guy who
I got thought of for the sun.
But he wasn't my favorite rapper, but everybody else loved him. And I'm like, I don't hear what he's saying though.
I think I know what he's gonna say. Busy Bone.
It's Busy Bone. Hey, listen. One of my favorite Bone songs ever is Thug Love. And it wasn't until Verses that made me read it. But I really thought the song was in Fast Forward when he was rapping. Like, I was like, oh, this is like a seance. This is crazy. Because I only made up like the first like bar, and it sounds like the apocalypse. He's Armageddon, Lord. I was like, what? What is happening? And then he gets this one. I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is he doing? Like, this is why Pockett's not here. What is happening? And yo, I was just like, I don't know what is happening here, but I kid you not, when I got on Genius, praise God for Genius, and I read that, I was like, nah, she's crazy. I was like, look at this. And I read it, I literally couldn't hear it fast enough. But he going nuts. But hey, man, that is the inception of mumble rap for me. All of Busy Bone verses through the 90s. But to read it is like, oh no, he was going crazy. Like, he was going crazy. I just didn't hear this.
Okay, so with Twister, I got to feel it was what you said it was. Could I rap it with him? No.
No.
But I could articulate everything he was saying.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, I like, and the crazy part is, if I had to try to say it slow, I would fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't rap it at his speed either.
Yeah.
Now, as for Busy Bone, why everybody liked Busy so much is beyond me. Because I couldn't understand what the fuck he was saying.
Yeah. Right.
Now you give me Wish and you give me Crazy Bone and we rocking.
Hey,
Flesh couldn't stay out of jail, so we gonna give him a pass.
And Lazy Bone was just the right amount of speed with flow.
Yes,
with the harmony too. Lazy Bone
with the harmony,
crazy. I was like, yo, see, he was my favorite member because I was like, he's literally the middle of Crazy Bone and Busy Bone. Like, he got the flow and he got the speed, but I hear what he rapping about.
Cause like I had Wish, to me, Wish was the best rapper.
Wait, what?
For me, Wish was my favorite. He was the best rapper for me. Like, as far as just rapping.
Okay.
But the person that I felt had the overall package was Crazy Bone.
Okay.
He had the flow, he had the harmony. His cadence was dope as hell.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know, his cadence just stood out from everybody's. So Crazy was my favorite, but as far as rap goes, Wish was always my favorite.
Wow. I've been on Earth a few decades, man. And never in my life did I think somebody would ever tell me that Wish was their favorite Bone member. Wow.
Wish. Well, Crazy was my favorite member because he had the whole package.
I mean, my best rapper. I'm sorry. Yes.
But my favorite rapper out of the 5 or 4, how many do you remember?
Right.
Was Wish.
Wow. Wow. Educated. See, that puts me in a different space. So now I really got to ask these questions. Back to Sukihana selling coochie.
Back to Sukihana.
Because Wang, what you can't do now, tell me that you felt that Wishbone was the best actual rapper in Bone, and not really mess with this, because this is top tier simplicity. This is understandable, catchy. It's very textbook.
Yes.
So is it really just what you feel the song represents, or you don't vibe with the song?
I overall don't vibe. Okay. At one point in time, I overall just didn't vibe with Suki.
Okay. Now why is that? Let's get some backstory here.
Because the image that she purposely wants to portray for black women, she's really making black women look bad. Period. I get it. This is your image. This is the gimmick again.
Okay.
Air quotes. But some of the stuff you're doing, you don't even have to do, sweetheart.
Okay.
We get it. We get it. You've shown us over the course of the last, 5 years? You've shown us. Chill. Sit back. So then after some years go by, I'm like, you know what? This is her gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
She has to sell the gimmick. Okay. I'm going to give Suki a pass.
Okay.
And it's just not for me.
Okay.
It's just not for me. So I'm going to give Suki a pass. I'm not going to bash Suki. I'm not going to talk bad about Suki. Suki, do whatever you're doing, because whatever it is, you're making money off of it. But I can't turn a blind eye to the fact of the shit that she's doing and the way that she acts in public. Make the music.
Okay.
Make the music. But you don't have to live the music.
That's true. That's true.
You don't have to live the music. Even if you do, even if you are done, even if you do sell coochie at home, bitch. You gotta tell everybody to sell the coochie.
Hey, okay.
And you're not gonna sell me with juice man. You're not gonna sell me with juice man.
Damn. Okay. Oh man.
But if you go back to, honestly, this is now that I'm thinking about it, since we having this conversation,
mm-hmm.
This is life. You come into the world, you don't know nothing, you got to be taught everything, and then you go through your teenage years, mm-hmm. your young adult years, your full adult years, and then you start getting to your 60s and 70s, and you start to regress. Hip hop is fucking regressing, because if you think about, if you think about 70s and 80s hip hop,
mm-hmm.
it was rap by number shit. The best impersonation of what late 70s and 80s hip hop was Hannibal Buress on Nappy Boy Podcast. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Nah, I haven't seen that episode. Nah.
Bruh, it was the perfect example of what 80s hip. You know what? Since you want to play videos, since you want to play videos,
hit me with mad old school flows. Well, I'm in it to win it. The illest. You better get it, because I'm in it like Bennett with Benedict, the Arnold man. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yes.
It could happen to you just like it happened to me. So don't go over there, mine. Bro,
I don't even have to show you now. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So yes, hip hop is going through its regression. Somewhere down the line, we're going to get a whole lot of this that I'm not going to like.
Okay.
But I have been noticing that there are some guys that are coming out and giving you, young guys, and they're giving you real hip hop.
For sure.
So they're going to be the ones to bring hit back into its glory, because right now nobody's going to tell me hip hop is in its glory right now.
No, I won't say it's in its glory, but I do got to offer some pushback. I like what you're saying. But this is a conversation we must converse. I'm gonna speak to a couple things. One, I'm gonna speak to why I like the Suki Selling Coochie record, right? And listen, this is made in the 1980s, by the way. The first time we're going live. Shout out to Aaron Dillard. Hey, yo, we appreciate you for tuning in, my brother. Freeport. Shout out to JR Bang for liking the post as well. We're gonna have conversations like this. They're just gonna be paywall. But here's a sampler for y'all, man. The reason why I like this Sukihana record, man, and why I do think it's dope, is because I'm gonna do what most men will just not admit right now on our show. I like slut culture. I'm into whores. I like freaks. Like I'm a very over the top freaky person. My wife to be knows that. She's in on the gig. Like I'm into it. So I've also talked to some gentlemen in my time that have either purchased some coochie or we've had real conversations about selling coochie. And I was like, interesting. And I know that for a lot of people on the surface, it looks like, oh man, you paying for pussy because you can't really get none. But no, that's not it. That's not it. And you have to talk to some guys that's really going through some real life things, or who just know that their experiences aren't for everybody or for anybody, to understand really the dynamics that come with selling coochie. You're not really buying the coochie. You're buying the experience. We'll talk about that at a later time. Like I said, I'm into slut culture. I like whores. I like freaks on the internet. Like I'm into it. So when she's talking like this, again, I think Akinelli put it in your mouth. I think old dirty bastard, dog shit. I think Slick Rick, adults only. I'm thinking Lil' Kim hardcore album. I'm thinking WAP by Cardi B. And I love every last one of those records. Hey, look, Megan Thee Stallion is on a roll, even though she overexhausted me now. But that Fever album, when she talking super wild, nasty, hey, I'm here for it all. That album is fire to me. That EP is fire to me because I like nasty talk. I like overly sexualized content. That's what I'm here for. I don't apologize for it. But and since I love so many other records, now granted, a lot of these other people rap better than Sukihana. But what she's like doing, I can't. Again, I have a copy of Lil' Kim's Hardcore right over there right now. I can't say anything crazy about this. My favorite Slick Rick song is the song where he's telling stories about fucking women in the ass. What do you want me to do with this? I can't hate this. I can't. It's not who I am. It's not who I said I would be.
I respect that.
Yo.
But the thing is, I agree with about 50% of what you said.
Okay.
It feels like it's a part of you. The whole slut culture music thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, I can get with this. I like everything she said. I like all of that nasty shit she said.
Mm-hmm.
So do I.
Okay.
Just not it just seems like it has to be a more clever way.
Okay, so you want more art.
I mean, like, think about it. As a kid, if you saw some titties in art, you was like, hey, I get to look at titties and don't nobody say anything. Say you walking past a painting, and there's clearly some titties on that painting when you was a kid. Mm-hmm. Nobody once told you not to look at that painting.
That's true.
Because it's art.
That's true.
But if it was just a woman standing outside with her titties out, now everybody want to cover your eyes.
Because who don't want to see?
Everybody want to see titties. I just want to see artistic titties.
Hey, listen. I do get it. But, you know, and it's hard to deny art, right? It's hard to deny art. You know, but man, I'll tell you what. If you never tried to watch Cinemax through the lines, through the scrambled channel, then you probably just don't really feel me. And if it didn't excite you, even if just the audio was just like, yo, wait, hold on, I gotta see this. Like if you never did that, then you probably just don't feel where I'm coming from. But
been through all of that.
No, I'm we're talking to the people. I know you. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the people that's listening. I'm talking to the people chiming in. But no, I do understand the art element of it. Like you want something a little more poetic, and you want to be kind of like finessed into this experience.
Yeah, there you go.
It's literally the difference between the Isley Brothers Between the Sheets and R. Kelly Sex Me.
Yes.
So
like I saw something on the interweb, and it was talking about the song by As Yet last night.
Yeah.
Not once in that song did they say anything about. They didn't say anything about sex. Mm-hmm. They didn't say fucking. They didn't say make love. Well, maybe they did say. Yeah, they did say make love, but they did say make love. But everything else was a metaphor for what was happening, and you completely understood what was going on.
Yeah, for sure. Because he definitely sounded like somebody that lost his virginity, like that night.
Yes. That night she made him a virgin again before she fucked him.
Yeah, or he definitely was a virgin. To see heaven,
I think
you gotta be a virgin.
Or he was explaining his first time. You know, so
yeah,
that was art. It was clever.
For sure.
It was well put together. Raunchy. Raunchy. He was talking about fucking.
I mean, yeah, they are, but you don't know it at the time. See, I get you. But everything, again, Between the Sheets versus Sex Me, right? They both about going raw and recklessly skeeting. Both songs are. But one says, I love the way you receive me. I love the way you release me, coming on strong between the sheets. And the other one says, now put me inside of you, do what you want to do, because you got a thing for me, and I got a thing for you. Hey, literally, it's like, yo, hey, I beat raw. I beat raw, and I'm skeeting. That's what it is. And so I get it. I totally get it. I guess my thing is, I don't care which one it is, because I get it either way.
Okay. So, have you ever heard of the group the Out There Brothers?
I don't think I have.
They had a couple of songs. And I'm shocked that this is the conversation that we had. I'm shocked that you've never heard of these guys.
Yeah, because
they are really out there. Matter of fact, you probably heard one of their songs, just didn't know who you were listening to.
Okay.
You ever heard that song? I wanna fuck you in the ass.
And they go crazy on that.
Go crazy. I would be lying to say that I don't like that song, but it's fucking satire.
Yeah.
It's satire. So I get it. But a couple guys in the studio, let's just make some bullshit with a dope house beat.
Yeah, and that rang off.
This motherfucking Suki probably in the studio like, yeah, I'm gonna drop these bars. No, you're not. You're not gonna do that. You're not.
Hey, yo, maybe that's what you felt. Hey, listen, I do agree with you. And there is a lost art in music. There is. Like, well, it's at least there's in a lot of the rap music, there's not a lot of artistic expression anymore. Everything is art now. Everybody feels that everything they're doing is art, right? But you know, if we don't have metaphors, similes, and homonyms, and everybody just coming up flat out saying it without no euphemisms whatsoever, it's like, all right, how much more can we take of this? That's what she said. And like, what do we do in an effort to like stimulate the mind twice over? Right? Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this. With the latest oversaturation of untalented music,
okay,
this is what I compare it to. When Soulja Boy came out and he hit the world with "Crank That Soulja Boy," how many other songs made it to 106 in Park or Rap City the Basement or TRL, where some new one-hit wonder hit the world cranking something?
Oh, that actually made the platforms?
Yeah, they actually made the platforms.
Like 3.
Why?
I ain't gonna front one of those busts. The Crank That Batman was decent. Right, there, watch me crank my Batman. You ain't like that? But you know what? I only seen that. I only seen that as the new joint of the day like one time though. To be honest, because I know where you're going, and let me be like super serious. Honestly, there was 0. It was Soulja Boy, and then that was it. Now, I say that because I actually lived in Atlanta during the peak of snap music, and Soulja Boy won't get credit for doing snap music, but he definitely should get credit for being the first rapper to get himself popping on the internet, because that's what he did. Like, look, he had Crank That Soulja Boy, but he labeled it as 50 Cent in the Club, and it had 10 million views, and the 10 million views came from people like, yo, this is not 50 Cent in the Club. And he switched it back once the numbers was up. But then it's like, oh, wait, yo, and it's working. So now, that don't really help anybody else. He was kind of a one of one in that a lot of people tried to get famous doing it. And depending, I think, where you were regionally, it worked. But for the most part, no, that was one and done. Soulja Boy did it, and then even he moved on.
Okay. So shout out Big Soulja. But what I'm saying is, one person started doing something, and then there was this long duration of this wave. There was no originality. I don't know who started I don't know who it was, the flow, that choppy, that became the wave. And that went on. Okay, the Migos. So that became the wave. Mm-hmm. And then they stopped doing it. And then, like I said, as the years went on, the simplicity of rap music just got worse and worse and worse. There's no talent. I'm gonna say no talent. I'm lying. I'm not gonna say no talent.
They're gonna get you. They're gonna
say that's a stretch. That's a stretch. I'm not gonna say no talent, but the amount of talent. I'm not. You know what? I'm not even gonna blame the rappers. I'm not even gonna blame the rappers. Okay. I blame the rap label. I blame the labels. What's popping today? What's popping today? We're going to oversaturate the world with what's popping today, and we'll get rid of them tomorrow. Okay, I don't even know who, because I don't really know much about him. He passed away before he got a chance to, really make his impact on the world. And then a lot of people kind of came out of dick roll because he died, but we didn't know who the fuck Pop Smoke was. Well, here in a minute, we didn't know who the fuck Pop Smoke was. Everybody started dick riding after he died, but to each his own. But then the labels started finding more dudes with deep voices and just started throwing them on songs, trying to ride the Pop Smoke wave. Not realizing 20 years ago we had I-20. We already had a deep voice rapper. Like literally, motherfuckers came out the woodwork with all of these new names and faces that had that Barry White cadence. And that shit didn't go far either. Everybody, I blame the labels. I'm not even gonna blame the rappers. I'm gonna blame the labels.
Okay, so I gotta stop you on a couple points because this made in 1980s. I want you to be informed. I want you to be really informed. Because I do understand what you're saying. The labels will push a lot of the trends. They'll push trends. They'll force feed trends. What you're talking about, see now look, where you're giving credit to Pop Smoke, and I'll get to him specifically because I will, again, even in this era, I'm still a rap nerd, so I do know just a little more than most. That from service level anyway. I'm going to give the deep voice, fast rapping, whatever, however you want to spin it. I'm going to give credit to that for this era, and I'm talking like 2011 till now. I'm going to give that to Takeoff. Rest in peace to him as well.
Okay.
Because Takeoff was the one where I will say this from the door. People were like, I don't really understand what they saying, but this dude sound like he's snapping, right? And then as the cadence gets clearer, they're like, oh, yo, the one with the deep voice, I don't know their names. Takeoff, Toffset, like everybody was just making up names. But they was like, yo, that dude, the one with the deepest voice, be going crazy. It happens to be Takeoff. And from there, because you're right about like I-20 and just other people. But I think when like you gotta say this first. The Migos and a lot of these other guys, they're all under Gucci Mane's umbrella. So they kind of got popping without a label.
Okay.
Then 300 came and signed a few of them, got them popping or whatever. I totally understand you thinking Pop Smoke came out of nowhere. But that's because Pop Smoke kind of got lost in the shuffle on the Jack Boys album, which was the Travis Scott joint with Travis Scott, Young Thug, like all these, all these people like knew each other and were already collaborating. I forget who it was. It might have honestly been like Tiger. Tiger put me on something in an interview one time I was watching, and he was like, when he was saying it was like 2012 or 2013, and Kanye West had him, Tiger, Big Sean, the Migos, and Travis Scott and Young Thug all in the studio then in 2012, 13. Like, this is right between My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Yeezus and Young Thug. And he's like, And I was like, well, wait, they first singles just came out 2014, 2015. Like Rodeo came out in like 2015. He had Travis Scott 3 or 4 years ago in the studio working on stuff. And that literally let me know. I was like, oh wow, okay, so this game is a little different. Saying all that to say, Pop Smoke is the reason why Brooklyn drill became a thing. And because he passed, we didn't really know that him and Favi were cool. And the Migos Ben knew them, and they had songs before, like on mixtapes and other things that happened. So, like, unfortunately, Pop Smoke then got this deal and died because I heard Christopher Walken. I was like, yo, who is the dude that sound like, well, that kind of looks like 50, but definitely has a DMX air about himself because he was growling on the record. And now and I was like, oh, what is this? And I will say that the internet will give you the perception that people are a lot larger than life when they really ain't really got to it yet. But at the same time, I will concede that 300 and QC, quality control, because quality control really ran the last decade, and they did happen to have everything you're talking about. QC was the ones that had Migos, and they got Duke Deuce, but they also got the City Girls and Lil Yachty and 21 Savage. They had them, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like literally everybody you've seen over the past like 10 years, especially out of Atlanta's home base, they were most likely found by Gucci and signed by QC. If 300 didn't grab them also. So I totally get where you're going. But at the same time, it's only so much the labels can do because the people got to stream it. And when the streams start mattering more than the actual sales, then we're in the fight that you're talking about. Because now I could have sold 30 copies. If I got 3 million streams, that's what they're going to highlight. And so now that you hear it's 3 million streams. So now it's 3 million streams. You feel like, oh, well, shoot. Oh, I ain't got to sell nothing. I'll just go do something similar. And if the streams is up, then I'm up. But literally, it's in Congress now. They're making like 0.003 cents per stream. So you're not up at all. Like they're trying to get it increased to 1 penny a stream for artists. That's what the fight is going on right now this week.
That's fucked up. But,
yeah, it is.
But on the Pop Smoke thing, then we get off of him. I wasn't trying to discredit Pop Smoke.
Oh no,
I wasn't trying to discredit him. But here in the Midwest, nobody had a clue who this gentleman was when he passed. You know, we just hear it all over the radio, R.I.P. Pop Smoke. Who's that? Then I heard his music. But I've been on record saying, I feel like if I jump on the bandwagon after he dies, I feel like a dick ride. I can't do it.
I understand it, but what you're doing in this era, what you're doing in this particular era is you're depriving yourself of people that unfortunately won't get a second chance anyway. You know what I mean?
Yes, I am. I'm doing that.
Yeah. So
okay, but I can say, because my sister, she gets on my ass about it. She tells everybody I don't listen to nobody that came out after 2009. But and at one point that was true. At one point that was true. But I started giving people chances. Mm-hmm. I started giving some of these new artists chances to be let down.
But who though? I think because that's important too. Who were you giving a chance? What was that chance? And what happened? Because I have a theory that I'll share here as well.
Like, I'll even give a big name.
Okay.
I've given Kendrick a chance on every album he's put out.
Okay.
I've never doubled back to listen to it again.
Fair. Hey, as a person that's not a Kendrick fan, I'm not a Kendrick fan like that. I respect what he do, but I'm not a fan at all.
Yeah, like he doesn't do anything. He doesn't, for me, he doesn't do anything that moves me. Now, the one, I can't call him a new artist, but somebody, like the one artist that I do continuously follow because he has still yet to let me down is Wale.
Interesting.
I fucking love Wale.
Okay.
Like Wale has not let me down yet. And everybody be like, nigga, Wale. Yes.
I didn't really like Wale when he first came out, but he has like 2 or 3 projects that I really jig with. Wale also has one of my favorite moments of the last decade too, though, by the way.
Favorite moments.
Yeah. One of my favorite.
What is that? The WWF joint?
Oh no, not even that. It felt like it. Wale has my favorite angry rapper moment of the 2010s when I think it was the dude from Complex that leaked the call, and they were doing I think it was like the top 50 albums of 2012, I believe it is 2012 or 2013.
What you talking about?
And Wale saw where his spot was, so he called up and was like, basically he called up like, yo, y'all hating, like they're going back and forth, whatever. And then there was this moment where you can tell that Wale had the Complex site up and he was just scrolling. And he was scrolling, and while the dude was trying to talk calm to him, out of nowhere, he was like, you trying to tell me Juicy J album better than mine? It was just funny the way he reacted because Stay Trippy was a dope album. I did have that over ambition too. I'm sorry. I didn't like, bro. Like, do you know what's on there?
Hey,
so it was funny to me. It was funny to me. And I was like, but that was
a little too
passionate moment.
He be a little too passionate at times. Way too passionate at times.
Yeah. You trying to tell me Juicy J on better than mine? And I do. He was so mad. Oh my God, he was mad.
Hey, I know Juicy J was at the crib like, what the fuck did I have to do with this shit?
He was like, bro, like you on my album. What you doing? Like, hey, yo. Oh man, that was so funny. But man, but then hey, you know what? Hey, I'll say this. Liking Wale is big though for this era. Because, I believe that he put out some of the biggest records of last decade. Like, well, not even I believe, it's proof. He was on No Hands. He was on That Way. He's on Lotus Flower Bomb. He's literally on some of the biggest records of last decade. So that isn't a surprise to me at all. That you it's at least I will say, at least you did name someone that you like that has mainstream impact, even though they're like independent, like for most of the run.
Yeah,
it's cool.
And then like how I mentioned that I ran across a couple people that I feel like will resurrect hip hop to its prime. Mm-hmm. This group Coast Contra.
Oh yeah, Razzcast Sons and them.
Man, boy, them boys get busy. Them boys get busy. I am super invested in what they're going to do.
Yeah, I want to read 2 comments real quick. One from King. I was on Twitter one day. Because when I realized what he said, when I realized what Wale said on That Way, when he was talking about he went to Harold's and it was overrated, but he loved the city or whatever. And I did tweet out, I was like, one day I'm going to meet Wale and I'm going to tell him the way he feel about Harold's is the way I feel about his music. But then he dropped the Gifted, and I was like, oh, hey, this is actually hard. This is actually hard. Hey, I mess with the Gifted album. The Gifted album is dope. You know what I'm saying? And
that's funny as hell.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I will say, I'm not sure, because I mean, again, I know you weren't really big in the East Coast rap when we were coming up, but a few people that I do stamp as who Philip Banks said, look, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, Ransom, 38 Special, and J. Cole, they all rap at a very high level. Yo.
Oh, yeah, I fucked with Griselda.
Yeah. 38 Special. A line that I'll never forget, and it's so simple, but he did it over one of my favorite beats. It was over the AZ and Nas, the More Money, More Murder, right? And he was like, I'm a real street orchestrator, and the drum that's attached to my gun look like an alternator. Trust. I was like, oh, this dude's crazy. Hey, yo, he said, this ain't a union, this a communion. You get bread and wine. Talking about the girl. Hey, 38 Special is nuts. He go crazy. But yes, hey, Coach Contra, though, I do like those guys. Those young guys really get busy. They really get busy. I don't know if they are going to like put out traditional rap albums, but I'll tell you what, I like what they're doing to the point where they don't really have to. For me, I'm in that space where I like rappers for what they are great at, and I don't expect you to do anything else. I don't look at every rapper and be like, oh, you gotta do the Drake blueprint, or you gotta do what Jay and Nas did, or you gotta have the range of songs like Pac or Big. I don't look at anything like that. It's like, what are you great at? Let's do that. In my mind, Cannabis could have just did radio freestyles and dissed LL Cool J for 20 years. I would have bought every single copy. Bought every single project. If that's all he did, hey, yo, I'm just gonna go to every rap station in the United States and I'm just gonna rap for 100 bars. I would have bought all of them because that's what he was phenomenal at to me.
But based off of how we talked about the streams, does it even pan out to put an album out? Over the course of 3 years, I put out 15 songs for you to stream. Especially if it's work. I mean, especially if it's a good body of work.
Mm-hmm.
Just stream the fuck out of that.
Well, this is where I empower people, no matter what you do, no matter what your thing is. Matter of fact, I just champion direct to consumer. Let's go back to websites. Get yourself on Bandcamp. Get yourself in a situation where people can buy your folder of your project from you for $5, $10, $15, $20. I mean, put it up there for the streamers if you want. But I mean, hey, look, you know, and I know maybe widespread it's not being talked about, but you know, Kanye West is officially independent. And Kanye West sold over 350,000 copies in the first week. He has a gold album as independent from selling it from his website. Now, granted, it's Kanye West, but it's still Kanye West. It is the proven fact that, hey, look, when people really dig you and they vibe with what you got, they will buy it from you. You just got to make it available for them to receive. I think we're in the process of a lot of people going back to that. It's the new out the trunk is going to be back to off my website. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't trust the streaming platforms anymore. We don't trust the social media platforms anymore because you play algorithm games. So now it's like, yo, look, just come to my website, bro. Like, here's my QR code. Here's my website. Buy my joint there. You can put a media player on there for them to stream it. You can have your Shopify set up to buy the joint or whatever you want to do. But that's the way. I think that's going to be the way to make money because, hey, look, Live Nation buying a lot of these venues. So even you getting a 2,000 to 3,000 seater ain't gonna be like easy. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's time for creatives to get creative and artists to create artistry. You know what I'm saying? I like some of the content I see where they drop in the OG mic in the middle of a parking lot or in front of like a liquor store or something, people showing up and rapping, and that's their music video or their promo video. I like the fact that everybody is kind of like just going back to a lot of grassroots things to get awareness and to build fan base, because that's what this really is. If I mean, you know, all these numbers and these views, they're not really what they seem, and you got to really put in the work. So if you're not going to work the project and work yourself as the artist or brand you are, then I mean, you're dead in the water anyway. But
yeah,
but you know, hopefully while all that's happening, and it should happen quick, because again, a lot of bigger name artists are wising up. The ultimate shockwave in the industry right now is if for some reason Drake ends up independent and his next album is on OVO Records and he gets 100% of that, because there's nothing in our minds that say it's not going platinum in like a week, because it's Drake and it's week one and he's still the biggest artist in the world for us, you know, because respect to Bad Bunny. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like Suki has the right to get mad at anyone if they walked up and asked her if they could buy some coochie?
If they act like they don't touch her, they just ask?
They just ask.
No, I don't think they should get mad. Like, how much is it? I go put my man on blast, but we know he's a Freeport native. We were hanging out in Atlanta one time, and my dog told me, it was like, yo, hey, Kev, he was like, hey, these girls be asking for drinks and buying VIP. He said, I'm just cut to the chase. Well, how much is the pussy tonight? Because that's what I want. You want drinks, and I'm trying to hit. So what? I was like, you're not wrong in your logic. I want to see how this goes. But shout out to him. Hey, yo, I don't want to put you out there like that. You might
Don't say his name. Don't say his name.
I'm gonna say, like, well, how much is it? Because that's what I want. You want drinks? You want to be in VIP? I'm trying to hit.
Hey, a favor for a favor ain't never been no robbery.
You know what I'm saying?
Favor for a favor ain't never been a robbery.
Ever. But yeah, no. Hey, listen. Hey, look. If she's selling it, you have the right to ask for the price point. You have a right. It's consumerism.
But we both know it's not going to go. It's not going to go that way. She's going to feel disrespected.
I think it's the way dudes ask. And look, there is, you know, there's an art and a strategy to ask, right?
Yes.
Not saying that you will or that I will, but there are, I'm sure in your lifetime, so you could have been 17. You could walk up to a young lady, or you could call a young lady or meet her over there by Down Home Foods or something like that, and been like, "Hey, yo, what's up with that? I'm trying to get tonight. I don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to Rockford. I need it tonight. What's up with it?" And she's gonna be like, "Oh, bet. Hey, well, look, let me go to Jet and get my, whatever, and I'll be back." Right? But then on the flip side, I don't want to use a fake name that might be a real name so people get offended, but dude C will come through, maybe ask like, "Yo, what's up? I'm trying to get you. Like, what's happening? I need some of that. I need some of that. I want that so bad." And she's like, yuck, date rape, get away from me. Like spraying him with mace, because he's just not the right guy to ask for it.
You let that nigga Terry bone.
Right, yeah, hey, Dirty Mac at his finest, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of y'all, but you let that nigga Terry Bone dudes out there, that's your foul. That's not right. You're incorrect. You can't do that. You can't do that. Terry, you gotta do what you gotta do out here.
but I actually learned a whole lot in this conversation. So
Okay.
my promise to the world of the Made in the 80s podcast is I will start giving these guys chances. But I will be honest. If the shit is whack, it's just whack.
That's true.
If it's whack, it's whack. Like I said, we talked about Nip. I had never listened to no Nip.
Mm-hmm.
Double back and look. Oh, I missed out on this.
Yeah.
I will openly say I missed out on Nip when he was alive. R.P. Nip.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I will start giving some baby steps. Because the last thing I want is an aneurysm at the end of the day.
Hey, well, look, what I want you to know personally from my angle is that I would never put you into something I felt was trash. Never. But I had to talk about this song. I had to talk about this song because, hey, again, man, hey, listen, some of my favorite songs. Hey, look, I'm probably the one odd person out that still prefers the original One More Chance over the remix because of what he's saying on it. Like, I am a nasty person. I'm into it. I'm sorry. What you want me to do?
I think a lot of people prefer the remix because of the beat.
Yeah.
Just speaking on that one. I think a lot of people fuck with the beat. You know, the old DeBarge sample was crazy.
Yeah. No, it is. Hey, look, it's very smooth. It's really hip hop smoothed out on the R&B tip with a pop feel. You know what I mean?
Maybe with the Bell Biv DeVoe.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but the hardcore raunch is on deck on the album. And I was like, I had no business listening to that 13, but it was at that moment that it was confirmed. I was like, yeah, like I'm into this. And I was like, yo, this is fire.
That's what let you know.
Yeah, like it was a couple songs. We might have to do an episode where we list a playlist of songs that let me know, like, that let us know that, oh wait, no, this is for me. Like, this is what I'm about. Like, that was one of those songs. That was definitely one of those songs. I was like, yeah, I'm wild. I'm officially wild. Like, because this is fire to me. This is fire on another level. Yeah, hey, look at Keith sharing the moment that his wife started hating my guts. No, I'm just playing. Well, I probably could not be not be lying at all. But yeah, man, it yeah. Hey, made in the 1980s, man. This is the live episode. We got plenty more episodes coming up for y'all. One is going live tomorrow. It will not be this one. So look at that. You get a bonus pop right there off the bat. We had to do this because the video was already a week old. I was sure Wang hadn't saw it. We had to talk about it, man. And all is well, man. Hey, listen, I don't think I converted you to even dig in the song a little bit, but I thought it was a very great topic to have. And look, it led to an even greater conversation about music in general, and that's lovely.
You know what? Play it again.
Yeah, you sure you want to do this?
Play it again.
That felt like Ice Cube. I might spin a dub, bitch. Play it again. Play it again. Hey, we be clubbing. Hey, look, we be clubbing was so soft core to me. I was like, yo, he should be talking that. Join on there, but
play the second verse again.
The second verse.
Play the second verse again.
We got. Hold on here. Hold on. I think I'm watching this video. Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. This is where it starts. You know what I'm saying? Hey, OJ. Okay. Oh my.
If I throw this cat, you better motherfucking murky. Good. Throw the nigga do the hokey pokey. Ay. You know that Sukihana got that chokey. You bitches out here fucking
Dagging us the ad-lib.
You think you slick? I know you fucked them for a per 30.
For drugs.
I'm real thick, breast and thighs. I be eating churches. This cookie cousin got a lot. Bitch, I selling pussy. Pussy.
Oh, they're right. Yeah.
You bitches can't fuck with me. Dookie, you need to wash your booty.
Kells.
I'm selling coochie. I'm selling coochie. I'm selling coochie. I'm selling
This is Juice Man.
Hey, listen, man. If I was at Skybox and this came on, I'm doing a backflip over to the main stage and let the money just fly out of my pocket because, man, it's just entertaining. And listen, I think part of enjoying music, all of y'all out there, I think part of enjoying music is where you're supposed to listen to it at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this ain't for the 4-year-old birthday party. But hey, if the kickback get late and the ratio of women to men is 7-4, you better throw this on.
Because I can see that. I can see that. You know, you have the kickback is 10 dudes, 20 girls. You play that joint, some twerking gonna happen.
Yeah, man.
Some twerking is gonna happen.
You know, this is the kind of music that builds safe spaces for women to be the nasty individuals amongst the real men that they want to be.
I can respect that. I can respect that. I ain't gonna listen to that shit, but I can respect it.
Oh man.
I heard it twice in one night. That's enough for me.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, I get it. She said she's selling it. Selling by Sukihana.
Hey, shout out to her for spelling pussy correct.
Facts.
You know,
it do be difficult.
It be hard. It be hard. You know, I spell it with a O or some shit.
Yeah, hey, so I see people trying to get 2 C's off for it.
2 C's with an I.
Yeah. I was like, who's Pucky? Oh, that's what she's trying to spell. All right. Oh God!
Hey, shout out to Suki spelling, man.
Yeah, you know
I can't shout the rapping out. I can shout out the spelling though.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. You know, we just, ladies and gentlemen, look, use your strengths to your advantage, whatever they might be. You know, make sure that you are the success that you want to be. Don't let other people cast their dreams on your body. You know what I'm saying? You live for you. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a bar.
You know what I mean? Hey, look, some people sell water, but Suki sell coochie. So
she sell coochie.
Man, it's made in the 1980s. Expect more of this. All right, this is literally what we do. This is the show. Thank you to everybody that came out and checked it out live, who popped in and out. Friday morning, episode 1 drops. This one is for Old Freeport. Hope y'all tune in. And until next time, it's always love.